we come with messages of love and light. As we are preparing for energy shifts, planetary shifts, this will reflect in shifts of the self, shifts of the collective, and shifts of how your life is reflecting back to you at this point in time. For those that are accelerating in their dimensional reality understanding, this is the point in time where they will start to see two worlds. And those of you that are already at a higher dimensional spirituality understanding already know this information. So you are here to support, you are here to hold space, you are here to anchor in and integrate for those that are going through this transitional phase. When we say that they will see two worlds, it's so real. It's so real that they are living in two worlds. One world where things are falling apart and crumbling around them, and things where they are realizing that they are the manifestor and the creator. So they will be constantly shown and be reflected in evidence of the two worlds. And it's time for them to step into their creatorship and to realize that they are the creator of both worlds, and they get to create the next timeline that they're on, not fall victim to one timeline or another that is unfolding to them at this very point in time. But the two world examples that are showing up for people right now is very confronting and will cause some imbalance. Imbalance in decisions, imbalance in sleep patterns, imbalance in how they're physically feeling, because the energy shift is so strong that they are in between these two worlds, and it will take some time for integration. But this is the time from today onwards, as the portal is still open and Sirius is here for support. The blue light has been uncovered. All of the dust and more uncoverings are happening as the blue light of Sirius is shining spotlights on certain industry, on certain people, on certain bureaucratic systems. The more that unfolds, the more you'll see another side of life where it's magic. And it will take some time to integrate and decide and make a choice of where you want to be. And as the Sirius people are here, as your galactic families are here, they are only here to support. And the blue light is shining on things that were known. You know it's there. You have a knowing that it's there, but you have never seen it for yourself, or you thought you were not directly affected by it. And through this realization, you realize that people were not people that you idolized or you put above yourself or had a picture perfect life. You are realizing is not what it seems. So then what does that mean for you, and how does that affect you? So through that understanding and through that integration and through the confrontation of just the discovery of all of that comes some imbalance, because it'll be reflected in your life of where you have personal imbalance. And if our hearts desire love, can you love yourself through this? Can you love the planet through this change? Can you love the collective of humanity through this change? Can you love the timeline for unfolding in this way? Can you love yourself? Can you love your family who are not agreeing with your changes and your integrations? Can you love your children who are part of your old story? Can you love your job that will no longer exist? Can you love, can you love, can you love? And can you love yourself through it? And until you get a yes to any of those questions, keep asking yourself, can you love, can you love, can you love? because this will shift the vibration and assist you to integrate and anchor in the vibration of love, because that's all that you are. And that will feel most like you. That will feel most like the comfy pair of jeans that you always want to wear. That's who you are. And it will seem like there's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And how much can we take? And how much crap is there to clean? Do we need to keep digging? Can we move on? And to this, we would like to share that all we have is support. So whatever you need to see will be shown to you. If you would like to dig, we will hand you a shovel. We are only here for support. But remember that the things that are coming up for you is for you, and it's for your greatest expansion. It's for your own experience. It's for your own evolution. It's showing up for you to either heal something, shed light on something, move past something, whatever it may be. But just know that it's showing up for you. And it is unfolding rapidly in your timeline because it's exposed. And once you've exposed one area, that's the energy, because that's where the attention is, in exposure. So all that will unfold is continuous exposure. And once you have seen enough, felt enough, moved past that, then it's time to integrate in love, anchor in love, and decide for yourself, what kind of world do you want to live in? What kind of light do you want to share? What kind of being do you want to experience on this planet? What information do you want to translate back to unity consciousness, to elevate the collective, to elevate the solar system and the galaxy? Because your energy, your thoughts, your actions are continuously being fed back to unity consciousness for its own evolution and its upgrade. So what is your contribution? There are some timelines that are overlapping, and you may have experiences of similar feelings of others, and there is some truth in that. However, this is the opportunity and the moment to step into your own creation of a timeline for yourself, for the planet, and for the collective. Doing that will pull you out of the current timeline. Just like the current timeline is unfolding rapidly for your own experience, you can also be pulled out of it rapidly to create. And it's not just you, the self, that is upgrading. As we have shared with you, your sun has upgraded, your moon has upgraded. Astrologically, there will be new versions of stars and moons and signs because of the evolution and of the connection between your solar system and the galaxy and galactic support. So it's not just your light that is evolving, it's everything. And because of the new moon and the new sun and the new water that has coated half of your planet already, which is in the atmosphere, which is in you, which is in the plants, which is in the birds, which is in the animal kingdom, comes a new species, comes new plant life, comes new herbal medicines, comes new antibodies, comes new healing modalities, comes new animal species that we can look at in reflection of communication and ecosystems. Comes new water and marine plant life with healing properties. Comes new discoveries of water. So you have all of that to integrate, as well as the blue light of exposure. So now it's up to you to make a choice of where is your energy at? Where are your thoughts going? Where is your attention flowing? And it's not to say that you don't care about what's going on or that you're not sad for what people have experienced. It's not to say any of that. It's just to know that you have a timeline waiting for you to be created. You have a timeline waiting for you to create it. And in this timeline are people, products, and property? Or are they divine? And in this new timeline, is the sun going to fry you and burn you? Or is it going to activate you and energize you? And in this timeline, is the food that you eat convenient? Or is it soul fulfilling and curated and harmoniously integrated into medicine and into healing and into your nourishment? And in this new timeline, are you going to clock in and clock out your soul? Or are you going to follow your greatest joy and excitement in every moment? And follow your greatest joy and excitement in every moment? And follow your greatest joy in every moment? In this new timeline, are you going to ask for a basic amount of financial support enough to pay your bills? Or are you going to manifest the abundance so much so that bills are non-existent in your life? They just don't come. Are you worthy enough to live that new timeline? Are you integrated enough in the self to know that that is your timeline, that you are divine? And if you're divine, then everything that's conscious around you is also divine. And if that's your knowing and that's your new timeline, then the elevation of the self, the collective, and the planet can only be divine. The whole point of the ancestors and healing generational wounds coming through in the last couple of months is because they are you and you are them. You are interconnected. You are woven in the web together. So you are carrying the wounds of war, of separation, of famine, of competition, of slavery, of these energies, sexual exploitation and sexual exploration. You are carrying all of that within you because fragments of them are you. And now it's time, because you are so divine and the planet is so able to hold the integration because of the new sun and the moon and how it sits in the galaxy and how the water is encoded with frequencies of love and light to wash away all of those wounds and to refill it with love and light. You are not just healing alone in your mind. You have your ancestors and your guides here for support. You have the planet supporting you. You have the water that you take a shower in, that you drink, that you stand in the rain, that you swim in the lake. Even the water is supporting you because it's for the greatest good of consciousness. It's the only vibration that matters. And if you can really, really understand that vibration is all that matters and frequency is all that matters, because what you're sending back in terms of current to unity consciousness is elevating everything and everyone, then you may want to step into that or rethink what is it that you're sending up there. Because if you're sending messages and energetic thoughts of doom and gloom and karmic loops, then that will continually be reflected not just in your life but in the life around you. And we take this opportunity to share this message today on the 17th, because 7 and 1 is 8, to prepare you for the 8-8 portal where your magic will become your reality. Not to say that that's the deadline and then that's the only time you need to clear everything before then. Absolutely not. But the flow of energy is heading into that momentum. So ride the wave of momentum. You don't have to be a great swimmer, just be in the water of the momentum. for those upgrades to occur, for the magic to start to appear. There is so much love and so much light and so much support for each of your individual perspectives and experiences. We are celebrating you. We are cheering you on. We are preparing for you to step into your divinity, because as you step into it, we do as well. And the new way forward, the only way forward in our own understanding this point, would be to understand that you are the currency. You are the pure manifestation of experience. And the divine masculine and the divine feminine in perfect balance within your own personal experience is divine creation. So the final thoughts for today and in today's message would be to understand that there are two worlds, and you have the ability to step into the one that you wish to create, and that there is a timeline waiting to be created by you. You have the unconditional support from the sun, the moon, the planet, your galactic family, your generational ancestors, here to guide you and also learn from you what it is to be divine in experience. The exposure and the unfolding and the blue light shining on all the darkness will only come up to what you need to see, for what you need to integrate, for what you need to release. And if you can love yourself through this process, and if you can get to loving everyone through this process and everything, then you step into your own divinity, realizing that frequency is all that matters and that you are the current that sparks that frequency. In divine communication and upgrading information from your personal experience or individual experience into unity consciousness for the greater evolution of this galaxy.